Okay, welcome to Yately 10K 2021 Race 2. Um, the reason there's going to be a few differences for this race is that because it is post the 19th of July. However, UK Athletics obviously take time to write any information to support race organisers in view of COVID. And so it's not going to be ready for us to be able to make the changes that would allow the race to go ahead as it normally would in a non-COVID year. So we are going to go ahead with a slight change of emphasis, but very similar to last time. So I hope people understand that and respect that decision. We just haven't got time to make all the changes once the legislation and the information has been published from UK Athletics. So, as I said, there's going to be a slight change of emphasis. We understand that some people are still going to be anxious. It might be their first races back. So, if you're asked to social distance from other people, maybe not from your friendship group, but from other people, then we would ask you to respect that in order to support other people in coming back to racing. We want them to have the best and safest experience that they can. Okay, number exchange is now closed. There is no number exchange on the night, so please don't turn up wanting to exchange your number. Okay, pre-race information. You should have received, or you should receive your number by post by the 17th of July. If you don't, please feel free to email this email address. Now, this is the first thing that's slightly different. When you arrive, if you park at the school, then we ask you to sort of stay around your car for 10 to 15 minutes before your race start time. If you don't arrive by car, please just come through the school, through the one-way system and onto the school field, and then socially distance from other groups of people. The reason that we're asking you to stay in your cars if you park at the school is just to give enough room on the field for people to be able to socially distance. The toilets are available on A block, that's over here by the nursery. They will be spaced out and you're asked to queue with 2 metre distance so that people are able to socially distance if they want to. We ask you, there's no baggage this year. We haven't got any indoor space, so we can't have any baggage. So please get changed and ready to race near your car and place all your belongings in your car. Please don't bring them to the race village. Last race, we asked people to wear a mask or a buff. We're not asking you to do that. However, if you would feel comfortable doing that and you'd like to protect others, then feel free to do that. Many of our volunteers will be wearing masks just to help to protect others. You don't have to, but if you want to do that, then feel free to do that. Okay, this is another slight difference. So the wave start, we're still having a wave start, and they are only 1 minute apart, so it will seem a lot more like a mass start this time, but the reason that we're going to have the waves and the holding pens is so that people who would like to socially distance have an opportunity to do so, and they're not all confined to one space. So when it's your time or near your time, please come onto the school field, sanitize your hands as you pass through the gates, and if you want to, put on your mask. At 7:10, so 10 minutes before start times, if you're in wave 1, which is numbers 2000 to 2100, please make your way to the start area. If you're in wave 2, make your way to holding pen A, and if you're in wave 3, make your way to holding pen B. Okay, now wave 1 will leave the school at 7:20, that's the start time of the race, and then wave 2 will move into the start area, wave 3 will move into holding pen A, and then wave 4 will move into holding pen B, and that will continue until everybody has gone past the line. Now, as you can see, there's only 1 minute difference between them, so it is going to be a continuous stream of runners. However, the reason we've done this is because the fastest runners will go off first, so it will reduce overtaking, which is really important. It will reduce overtaking, it makes it safer on the roads if people are not overtaking, and also it just means that there is a opportunity for people to socially distance if they want to. Okay, when you this is just a plan. This is the car park, which is also the one-way system. So you'll come through and there will be a sanitizer station if you want to use it as you come through. You can then go and use all of this area on the field to socially distance, warm up, etc., whatever you'd like to do on the field. And then when it's your turn, make your way to holding pen A and holding pen B. If for the safety of others, if you'd like to wear a mask, please remember that it's chip timed. There was a few issues with people stepping over the timing mat last time, so please make sure that you are back from the timing mat if you're in the first row of each of the waves. Prizes this year are worked out from chip to chip time, not gun to chip time, so that means that people in different waves can compete against each other. Please give others space. We don't know how anxious or what they feel, and so please do give people space. And there will be signs just to remind people that we would like people to socially distance if possible. Okay, during the race, your waves were based on what you wrote on your entry form. Okay, if anyone is concerned that a mistake's been made or that they didn't put a time on the entry form, please just get in contact with me and I'll let you know what wave to go into. The traffic on the course, especially the Reading Road, is quite busy. Lots of cars get a little bit impatient when they're passing people, and so be really careful, please, and especially if you do overtake. Make sure that you keep in to the side as much as possible. Please think about your health before a PB, and that goes for overtaking and any COVID measures, but also goes for anybody who that we don't want to get people who are run over. There's no sponges just for this year. There's no water, there's no sponges around the course, but there will be sealed water bottles at the end. When you come in, you'll come into the finish area, which is the same as the start area. You'll be able to collect some water, you'll be able to collect your medals. If you ordered a t-shirt, then you can collect your t-shirt, and remember that if you did the virtual race for race 1, you can also collect your medal from there. And then please go back to your car. Try not to congregate too much on the inner side of the field. If you want to congregate, go up into the large area of the field and chat and compare races, but please don't all congregate in this small area, because those people that do want to just go do their run and go straight away without having contact with people will be leaving that way. Okay, the prize giving, there's no prize giving, but we will be emailing or sending out prizes, and there'll also be spot prizes as well. You should receive a text message about your results. If there's any queries with the race, please just email, and we will sort that out. Marshals, we've asked our marshals to make sure that they are socially distanced as well, so please respect their space of the marshals, and if they do give you an instruction, please listen to those instructions. Okay, from spectator point of view, last race we said no spectators. We're not saying that this time. If you do really need to bring a spectator with you, please feel free to do that, but we just ask you to limit the number of spectators. Again, we want to keep that area clear so that people can leave the race as quickly as possible. So we would encourage spectators to be out on the course if possible, rather than in the race village. But if you do need to be in the race village, then you are more than welcome to come into that area. Okay, first aid is available at the start and the end of the race. There's 2 tents. There's one if you have any COVID symptoms, and there's another tent if you just need normal first aid. There's also first aid around the course. If you need it, please just contact the nearest marshal and they will get in touch with the ambulances or the first aid staff. And then please just remember to protect the first aid personnel as well. Okay, thank you very much for listening to the video. Please read the Runner's Code of Conduct. Please read the briefing notes. If you've got any questions, feel free to email. And it leaves me just to say a really good luck in race 2. Hope you really enjoy it. I hope the weather improves a little bit on the last race. And thank you very much for supporting the Yateley 10Ks in 2021.